Welcome to the deep dive. We're getting into something today that probably affects almost everyone listening. Just, picture your typical day. The phone's always buzzing, right?
Right.
Notifications popping up, that constant scroll. It really feels like our attention is just under siege, doesn't it? Makes real concentration seem, well, almost impossible sometimes.
It really does. And, it's not just a vague feeling. The way these digital tools are designed, they're meant to grab you and keep you hooked. It's a constant battle for focus.
Right. So that's our mission for this deep dive, to really unpack this relationship between all the digital noise and how it affects us mentally and physically. We want to explore the psychology behind constant connectivity, and then importantly, introduce an antidote, a powerful one, deep work. The idea is to give you some real insights, maybe help you build a healthier balance with tech, boost your well-being, and maybe even your performance.
Yeah, and we're pulling from some solid research here. There's a great article from the International Journal of Management Research and Review looking right at digital distractions. Plus, we're leaning on analyses and, practical guides from people like Cal Newport, who's really well known for his work on deep work.
Okay, so let's start by digging into the problem itself. This ubiquitous assault on our attention. I think a lot of us feel like, oh, if I just had more willpower, I wouldn't get distracted. But it's more complicated than that, isn't it? What is digital distraction, really?
Absolutely. It's way more than just weak willpower. Think of it as interference. These devices actively get in the way, they lower productivity, and they hit our mental, emotional, even physical health. And it's crucial to get this. The tech itself, notifications, gamification, the algorithms, it's all engineered. It's designed specifically to capture and hold on to your attention. It's not an accident.
That makes a huge difference in how you think about it. And you mentioned something earlier, this concept of attention residue. I find that fascinating. How does that actually work?
Right, attention residue. It's subtle but powerful. Basically, even if you just quickly glance at an email or a notification, when you switch back to your main task, part of your brain is still thinking about that interruption. So your cognitive performance drops. It's like leaving a mental tab open.
I can totally relate to that. Like,
Yeah.
even if my phone's face down on the desk, just knowing it's there, wondering if I missed something,
Yeah,
that pulls focus.
exactly. That's attention residue right there. It makes it harder to get back into that deep concentration. It sort of erodes your confidence in your own ability to focus, too.
So it's not just about getting less done, it's this sort of mental fog. What about the emotional side, the psychological strain?
Oh, definitely. The impact goes way beyond just thinking clearly. Social media gets called out a lot here. Things like comparison anxiety,
Hmm.
seeing everyone's perfect lives online, FOMO, the fear of missing out, and just the pressure of maintaining that curated online self. It can lead to feeling inadequate, anxious, sometimes even depressed.
Yeah, I've seen that. And there's a term for this too, right? Technostress?
Exactly, technostress. It's the stress that comes directly from dealing with technology constantly, the demands, the pace of change. And it's linked pretty directly to burnout in this digital age.
And this doesn't just stay inside our own heads, does it? It spills over into our relationships.
It really does, both personal and professional. There's that term, phubbing.
Phubbing.
Yeah, phone snubbing. You know when you're talking to someone and they're just looking at their phone instead?
Oh, right. Happens all the time.
It makes people feel ignored, neglected. It really damages face-to-face connection and can even hurt collaboration at work.
Wow. It's kind of staggering how wide these ripples spread. We've talked mental, emotional, relational.
Yeah.
What about physically? Does it actually impact our physical health?
Big time. And maybe in ways you wouldn't expect. Take sleep, for instance.
Yeah.
That blue light from screens, especially at night.
Yeah.
It messes with melatonin production. That's the hormone that tells your body it's time to sleep. So you stare at your phone before bed.
Harder to fall asleep. Makes sense.
Exactly. And leads to poor quality sleep. And lack of sleep, well, that weakens your immune system. It can affect hormones tied to appetite, leading to weight gain. And it even raises the risk for chronic stuff like diabetes, hypertension.
It's a whole cascade.
It is. And then there's the obvious thing. More screen time usually means less moving around,
Right, more sitting.
which contributes to obesity, heart problems, even musculoskeletal issues. It's really a full system impact.
And what about young people? They've grown up completely immersed in this. Are the challenges different or maybe more intense for them?
They face a really unique set of pressures, yeah. More intense social comparison from a younger age, huge distractions in school. They're more vulnerable to digital addiction. Plus, cyberbullying is a constant threat. Parents worry about privacy, supervision. And kids themselves can get digital fatigue, struggle to balance screen time with just being active. It's a lot for them to navigate during really crucial developmental years.
Okay, so we've really painted a picture of the problem here. This constant digital distraction, this assault on attention, it's pervasive. But let's shift gears. If that's the problem, what's the solution? You mentioned deep work earlier. Let's define that. What is it really? And how is it different from, well, most of what we do all day?
Right, deep work. Cal Newport defines it very clearly. It's professional activities performed in a state of distraction-free concentration that push your cognitive capabilities to their limit. The key things are, it creates new value, it improves your skills, and it's hard for others to replicate easily.
Okay, so high value, focused effort. What's the opposite then? Shallow work.
Exactly. Shallow work is the stuff that doesn't demand much brain power. Logistical tasks, administrative stuff, clearing your email inbox, scrolling social media. These things don't really create new value, and pretty much anyone could do them.
Got it. So why is deep work so crucial now? It sounds important, but indispensable.
Well, think about the economy today. The skills deep work builds mastering complex things quickly, producing really high-quality output. These are becoming rarer, precisely because everyone is so distracted. So if you can cultivate the ability to do deep work, you become incredibly valuable. You thrive.
So it's an economic advantage.
Mm-hmm.
But is there more to it, like personally?
Oh, absolutely. There's a huge element of intrinsic satisfaction. Newport argues that the quality of our lives often depends on what we pay attention to. Deep work provides that sense of meaning, craftsmanship, fulfillment in your work. You finish the day feeling tired, maybe, but energized because you actually created something valuable. You pushed yourself.
That sounds much better than feeling drained by constant reactivity. And there's science backing this up.
Tons of it. Simple things, like even tiny interruptions, just a few seconds, can double or even triple the errors you make in your work.
Wow. Double or triple.
Yeah. And studies show fewer notifications mean less stress, less irritation. One found people felt significantly less stressed checking email just 3 times a day instead of constantly.
That alone sounds life-changing for some people.
And 75% of people report being more productive when they have fewer interruptions. It's not just a feeling, it's measurable.
And for businesses,
Yeah.
you mentioned huge potential savings.
Right. Billions, potentially. That example of German companies losing over 58 billion euros a year to distraction, that's real money left on the table because focus is fragmented.
It really highlights the cost of shallow work.
And it helps individuals, too. Deep work can make workers feel less tired. 43% reported feeling less fatigued just by cutting down on that mental drain of constantly switching tasks. Plus, think about efficiency. People can save almost an hour a day if the information they need is easy to find instead of spending, 59 minutes hunting across different apps and platforms. Deep work often involves structuring information better, too.
Okay, we're sold. Deep work is crucial. But how? How do we actually do it in the real world? What are the core principles?
Newport boils it down to 3, maybe 4 core rules or principles. First one is fundamental. Schedule deep work.
Like, actually put it in your calendar.
Exactly. Block out time. Treat it like an important meeting, non-negotiable. Dedicated, distraction-free time slots.
Okay. Makes sense. What's next?
Second rule, embrace boredom. This sounds weird, right?
A little bit, yeah. We're always trying to avoid boredom.
But the idea is to train your focus muscle. Resist that urge to fill every single micro moment with stimulation, usually from your phone. Like next time you're waiting in line for coffee, just wait. Don't pull out phone. Let your mind wander or just be present. It builds tolerance for non-stimulation, which you need for deep work.
Okay. Training the focus muscle by resisting constant input. I like that. And the third?
Third rule, drain the shallows. This means being really intentional about minimizing, streamlining, or even delegating all that shadow work we talked about, the logistical stuff, the busy work. Free up that mental energy and time for the work that actually matters, the deep work.
Be ruthless about protecting your high focus time. Got it. So those are the principles. How do people actually structure this? Are there different ways to schedule it?
Yeah, Newport outlines 4 main philosophies for scheduling deep work. It depends on your personality and your job, really. First is the monastic approach.